A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's webinar on Destination Germany and the city of Frankfurt, broadcasted by Travel Trends Today. I, Akshay Kumar, Senior Correspondent, Travel Trends Today, will be your host. Today, we will learn and discover more about Destination Germany and the city of Frankfurt. As you all know, Germany is an ideal destination for visitors of all ages. There is so much to experience and explore in Germany that it cannot be completed in a single visit. During this webinar, you all will get better acquainted with Destination Germany and the wonderful city of Frankfurt. Now, I would like to introduce the speakers for today. We have Ms. Anka Haub from Frankfurt Tourism and Marketing, and we have Ms. Annika Tandon from the German National Tourist Office India, who will be taking us through the presentations. And also, we will have Mr. Roman Theophilus, who is the Director for German Tourism Board in India, and Mr. Saurabh Vashisht from the same team joining us. Before we proceed with our webinar, I would like to highlight a few important instructions in brief. Audience can feel free to click any of the widgets available at the right side of your screen to know more about the corresponding information. Please feel free to ask any of the questions during the course of the webinar pertaining to the topic by clicking on the Q&A tab. If you still have any questions regarding anything related to this webinar, please feel free to ask a question by clicking on the Q&A tab, and our technical assistant would surely help you. Also, for the benefit of all our audience, post the presentation, the contact details of both the speakers will be shared by us in the chat section. Now, I would like to call Annika to begin with the proceedings. Over to you, Annika.
Thank you so much, Akshay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining today and allowing us to showcase the majestic land of Germany along with the enchanting city of Frankfurt. While travel is on hold and now is the time to experience and enjoy the very best of Germany from the comfort of your home, here is presenting a video for your favorite towns and cities, museums and attractions you have always had on your wish list. Can you play the video, Akshay?
We are living in unprecedented times. Living in unprecedented times. Only in our dreams can we travel. Using the power of our imagination, we can take ourselves wherever we wish. Where are you dreaming of?
I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming of a hike through unspoiled nature. I'm dreaming of cycling through scenic landscapes. I'm dreaming of riding the waves and of cooling off in the water. I'm dreaming of having fun and living life to the full. I'm dreaming of the adrenaline rush. What are you dreaming of?
I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming of strolling through medieval lanes and alleyways. I'm dreaming of beautiful towns and captivating cities. I'm dreaming of whiling away the hours in cafes, of tasty street food and of fine dining. I'm dreaming of epic shopping. I'm dreaming of world-famous attractions and amazing architecture. I'm dreaming of meeting friends and making memories to last a lifetime. What are you dreaming of?
I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming of regal palaces and fairy tale castles. I'm dreaming of culture and the arts, of theatres and museums, ballet and opera. I'm dreaming of buildings and monuments steeped in history. I'm dreaming of tying on to traditions and customs. I'm dreaming of making new friends and seeing new places. What are you dreaming of?
I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming of panoramic views and the great outdoors. I'm dreaming of the sun on my face, the wind in my hair. I'm dreaming of soaring mountain peaks and crystal clear lakes. I'm dreaming of the sights and sounds of the forest. I'm dreaming of riverside picnics and walking in the hills. I'm dreaming of windswept moors and endless nature. What are you dreaming of?
Auf Wiedersehen. We can't wait to see you again and to turn your dreams into reality. Destination Germany. Discover Germany from home.
Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. So, well, we can all now start dreaming and planning until we travel. Well, to begin with, I would like to highlight some interesting features about Germany. Germany's hotels, guest houses, attractions, and other type of accommodation are among the best in Europe and very much pocket-friendly, affordable, and value for money. Talking about attractions, Germany's got palaces, parks, and gardens, and which are perfect for romantic tours. Even starting in Bavaria, we've got the Neuschwanstein Castle, then we've got the English Garden, which is in Munich, or the Hohenzollern Castle, which is in southwest Germany, and of course the beer gardens on the banks of River Main in Frankfurt, which are not to be missed. So I know these are all tongue twisters and a little difficult to remember, but yes, you have us. You can contact us anytime and we'll be happy to help you. Well, when it comes to food, we've got more than 1,500 Indian restaurants. And talking about vegetarian options, there's plenty due to the fact that 10% of the population is now vegan. So if anyone is planning a gourmet tour of Germany, one can expect a lavish wealth of gastronomic delights. Well, Germany is also a shopper's paradise with its irresistible offers in districts like Metzingen, which is near Stuttgart, or Ingolstadt, which is in Munich, or maybe the Wertheim village, which is near Frankfurt. One can actually benefit from tax-free shopping, which you get in many stores throughout Germany. Well, we're moving on to the theme parks, which actually offers variety of action-packed holiday fun and are also popular for families with children. So one of the famous ones, which I would like to state here, is the Europa Park, which is located in southern west of Germany. And it is also one of the biggest theme park in Germany, in the German-speaking countries. And to let you all know, this is also one of the theme parks which is actually open in winters. So it's actually just not fun with children, but yes, you also can enjoy these theme parks around Germany. Well, Germany is also a dream destination, especially for spa lovers. One can take a break from everyday life and can come to Germany and relax. I'm sure a lot of you would already know that, we've got one of the famous spa towns, which is Baden Baden. Again, it's located in southern west of Germany. So it's just not Baden Baden, but yes, we also have many wellness recreation activities or areas one can actually visit. People who are adventure lovers, or Germany offers both scenic and adventure holidays. One can do any snow-based activities, or paragliding, parasailing, or sledding. So there are a lot of fun-based or snow-based activities one can do when they are already in the cities of Germany. Talking about the scenic routes, which are actually ideal for discovering the country by car. One can choose from over almost about 150 scenic routes, and each featuring different aspects of Germany's region. One of a few of them are the fairy tale route, or we've got the romantic route, and also we've got one of the very famous ones, which is the Alpine route. So there are, again, with your Indian driving license, you can easily drive on these scenic routes, and you really don't need any additional international permit. Lastly, our Christmas markets, which are actually not to be missed. One can plan a trip during winters and glaze out the white side of Germany. Interestingly, and also I would like to tell you all that, we have got one of the oldest, the largest, and the prettiest ones in Germany is actually in Frankfurt. So Anchor would be most likely taking you through the Christmas markets. So that was all about what Germany has to offer. Moving on, this is the slide where you will find out the list of consulates and VFS Pan India. This is just for a better understanding of the country, especially when people are planning out on a multi-country option. So in case if you are already in the northern part of Germany, one can actually do a day trip or an excursion to Denmark. Or if you are already in Berlin and you want to go to Czech, so you can take a direct train to Czech or maybe Poland as well. Since if you are already in Bavaria or maybe you are in city of Munich, you can club your Bavarian itinerary with Austria as well. Or in case if you are in the southern part or the southwest part of Germany, you can come to Switzerland also. So, or, the best thing is you can actually make your base in Germany and you can come to and you can visit other parts of countries. For instance, if you are in the western part of Germany, or if you are in Frankfurt already, you can come to Luxembourg or Belgium as well. So there are a lot of places one can actually travel around from Germany itself. This is just a few major airports which we have in Germany, and one of the busiest and the largest ones is Frankfurt, followed by Berlin, Düsseldorf, Cologne, Nuremberg, Stuttgart, and Munich. Just to give you an idea that, it's not only via air travel that, one can travel from Germany. You can also avail all these options of going via train, coach, car, and ferry as well. So this is also one of the interesting things people can actually do or enjoy the scenic routes around. Lastly, these are our 16 federal states and easily accessed from one region to another. Lastly, we have for you is the specialist program. And after completing all 4 modules, you would be entitled to be your Destination Germany expert. I'm sure a lot of you would already have registered yourself or would already been through it. So in case, if you are facing difficulties of any if you haven't downloaded your certificate or there's something error with your certificate, then you can actually get back to us and we can help you out. That was all from my end. Now I hand over the presentation to Anchor, and she will take you all through the city of Frankfurt. Over to you, Anchor. Anchor, you're on mute.
Yeah. Thank you, Annika, for this nice presentation of Germany. So I hope I can make you a little curious about the city of Frankfurt. But first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Anke Haub. I'm working for the Frankfurt Tourism Office, and I'm very happy about all the attendees taking part of this presentation, and I hope to see you all in Frankfurt. Looking forward to it. But let's see what the city offers. Before we start with the information about the city itself, I would like to give you a little update for the current situation regarding the COVID-19 pandemic. At the moment, we have low figures in the statistic. Sometimes we have in one of the cities in Germany a little hotspot with perhaps 15 to 70 new infections, but it's still low level. And what I can reassure you is that we have a really very good health system in Germany. We have all over the country a very high level of hygienic standard. And it doesn't matter if you go into a supermarket, in a restaurant or a hotel, you will find it everywhere. If you come to Germany, if you travel to Germany now, you have to wear a mask every time you go inside a building or a public transportation. So if you go by train, by taxi, if you visit a museum, a restaurant, inside you always have to wear the mask that covers your mouth and your nose. That's important. Many try to wear it just under the nose, but it's important to wear it also over the nose. We all hope that we won't get a second wave. Cross fingers. We hope the pandemic is done very soon all over the world. Yeah, but now Frankfurt. Frankfurt is located in the heart of Europe and also in the heart of Germany. You see on this map most of the countries of Europe, and you see it's not that far to come to other countries. I would always recommend you to do it by train. If you want to visit different countries in Europe, you have mostly the fastest connections by train because you start in the city center and you arrive in the city center. In Frankfurt, if you arrive at the Frankfurt International Airport and you want to go by public train to the city center, you need only 12 minutes. It's very, very close by. But for example, if you're going to Paris by flight and you arrive at Charles de Gaulle, you need another hour to go by public transportation to the city center. And we have, for example, from Frankfurt to Paris, a fast train connection, accesses a few times during the day. In 3 hours, 40 minutes, you're in Paris. If you want to go to other cities in Germany, it's quite easy. We have flights, domestic flights, but as already told you, take the train. It's mostly more cheap. It's fast and much better for the green world to for our children to make it sure. The airport in Frankfurt is the biggest hub in Germany. It's the number 4 in Europe, and we have daily flights to all major cities in India by Lufthansa or Air India, for example. And of course, as already told, connected to all the major German and European cities by plane, train, and highway, if you prefer the self-driving. But what I saw in the big cities of India, you can't compare it with driving in Germany. So we have rules and it's very strict. You can't drive like in Mumbai with meep, meep, meep. You have to follow the rules. So perhaps it's better to have a look to the rules before you start self-driving in Germany. I wouldn't drive in India. This is a little overview over the city of Frankfurt. Frankfurt is much smaller than many people expect. So if you arrive on the main station, you see it on the left-hand side. It's called Hauptbahnhof, the main station, and you want to go to the Römer. It's on the right-hand side, a little bit yellow, with the new Neue Altstadt, the cathedral. If you walk from the main station to the city center, to the town hall, you need not longer than 15 minutes. Of course, we have every part of public transportation like tram, like U-Bahn, S-Bahn. It's all possible, taxi, whatever you like, but it's all possible to walk. From the town hall to the south, to the river, only 3 minutes walk, you reach the Eiserner Steg. That's a pedestrian bridge, and perfect to get the best photos from the sunset behind the skyline. On the right-hand side, you see a pretzel and a kind of jug. This is the part Sachsenhausen. This is where we have the traditional restaurant serving the traditional food and the beverage. And a little bit to the left from there, you see the museum Embankment. That means down by the river, we have roughly 20 museums side by side, showing different themes of exhibitions like old painters, new painters, modern art, movie museum, different kinds, and you can just stroll around. In total, we have in Frankfurt roughly 60 museums as well as 40 theater groups and stages. And we also have an opera house with a fantastic acoustic inside. And we have the English theater, one of the oldest English theaters. They only show any theater and shows in English language. And it's located in the city center. Here we are in the Stadel Museum. Stadel Museum is very well known all over the world. It's a collection of 700 years of European art with more than 3,000 paintings, and the special thing is normally they have every year really high-level special exhibitions. We just finished Van Gogh, a painter from the Netherlands, and we should have in December becoming Rembrandt, but due to the current situation and the pandemic, they had to forward this special exhibition to next year autumn. And also we will have next year in October, the beginning is in October 2021, Renoir, the French painter. The Schirnkunsthalle, for example, is one of the more modern art, and they present the 19th century to the present. And they also offer special exhibition. The next to come is Chagall. It's beginning, the beginning is next year, February, and yeah, we are looking forward to it. Here you see one room of the Goethe house. Goethe, the famous writer Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, was born in Frankfurt, and his family lived there for many years, and you can still visit his birth house. Because of a fire, it was almost burned down, but they reconstructed it. And inside you see some originals of the family and picture gallery fitting to the age of Goethe's life. This girl is on the pedestrian bridge, what I was talking about. It's called Eiserner Steg, and from here you have the beautiful view to the skyline, especially in the evening when the lights are coming. But here we are talking about of our annual top-class cultural events. Normally we start in May with the museum night. That means all the museums in the city are open for a weekend during the night, and it's a special atmosphere to go through the museum in the night. You have to find it out. It's really something special. My favorite festival of the year takes place every last weekend of August every year, and it's called Museum Embankment Festival. That means on an area from 1.5 miles on both sides of the River Main, we have plenty of stands, and there you will find stands with food from all over the world. We have a lot of stages representing different kind of music or dance shows, and a lot of stalls selling any decoration, jewelry, typical stuff for these markets. For this year, we had to cancel all our events, all the big events, because of the pandemic. It wasn't allowed. Only the Frankfurt Book Fair coming in October. They have a new concept. They spread it through the city to different venues. So you're not only at the fairground, you are at different venues in the city. And yeah, we hope the new concept will fit. Culinary events. We love our culinary highlights. We start our festival season with the Green Sauce Festival in May normally. So this year, the same problem as I told you before. They are all cancelled because of the pandemic. So the Green Sauce Festival means in Frankfurt, we love to eat the green sauce, not don't compare it to your green sauce in India, because this is very spicy. In Frankfurt, the green sauce is smooth. So it's made of sour cream and 7 fresh herbs. And you will see it on a slide later how it looks. We dedicate this special highlight total festival. The Opera Square Festival is what you see on this picture here. The old opera house was reconstructed in the 1980s. And in front of this house, we celebrate our festival. We have the white tents over there, and what we love to drink there is a kind of champagne made of apple wine. We call it Apple Secco. And the Reingard wine market in September is when the winemakers from the nearby Reingard region come to Frankfurt to show the new wines they made in the year before. And you can stroll around and go from one stand to the other and have a taste to the wine. And we love this very much. And as Annika already told, also Frankfurt has a beautiful Christmas market. For this year, we still don't know in all over Germany, in all cities, if we can celebrate our Christmas market. We have to wait for the next official statement of the government. We will have it at the end of August. And then the decision will be made if we can organize the Christmas markets or not. Normally we have it, and you see it on this picture. It's a special feeling. It's a special decoration during this time. So you go out there, and the nicest part of the day is to go there in the evening. It's getting dark very soon in the winter time. And you go there in the afternoon or in the evening drinking a mulled wine and just enjoy the special smell of the food and the cookies and all the things we have during the Christmas time. Here you see the green sauce. So normally we offer this green sauce together with boiled eggs and new potatoes. And what we love to drink in Frankfurt is our apple wine. This is a plain wine, like grape wine, but made of apples. The advantage is the apple wine has less alcohol, more like beer, around 5%. And traditionally, we serve this apple wine out of a jug, you see here on this picture, into special glasses, with this relief on it. Frankfurt sausages are very well known all over the world. And thanks to our population from more than 190 different nations, we have a lot of different cuisines in the city, and we also have 9 Michelin stars restaurants. And we have more than 20 Indian restaurants in the city center. I'm living as a vegetarian, almost vegan, and I'm happy to say that we have more and more vegetarian and vegan restaurants to come. Not only Indian restaurants, also for other cuisines. For example, La Fleur is a Michelin star restaurant, has 2 stars, and belongs to the best 500 restaurants of the world. They offer daily also a vegan menu. And in the city center, we have another restaurant with normal prices. It's called WW. And there we have food with fresh products from the local farmers. And all on the menu card is vegetarian or vegan. For shopping lovers, come to Frankfurt and you will find all what you're looking for. For example, we have the Goethestraße and Neue Rothofstraße. This is the part for the luxury labels. We have there like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and absolutely new, we have a Rolex flagship store, the first in Germany. Normally you can buy the watches only in a jewelry shop, but we have the first flagship store in Frankfurt. If you want to shop a little cheaper, then go to our pedestrian zone. It's called Zeil. It's one of the biggest shopping streets in Germany. And there you will find all the international brands. And what you see on the picture is a part of the Zeil. This is a shopping mall, and the building is really worth visiting. This building has a futuristic architecture with a lot of windows, and you see a part of it here. And I would recommend you, if you come during the winter time, during the Christmas time to Frankfurt, don't miss to visit this shopping mall, because they have a really incredible Christmas decoration in this shopping mall. And very new, in the 4th floor, they opened half a year ago, Foodtopia. This is one floor only with different restaurants and bars. If you love indoor markets, then go to Kleinmarkthalle, also located in the city center. It's daily open except Sundays, and in there you will find everything from all over the world and local products. You have there like herbs, like vegetables, you have cheese, and what you can also do is go there for lunchtime and meet locals. They go there to pick up some food to take away. So it's highly frequented during this time. If you love weekly farmers markets, you're right in Frankfurt too, because we have them every day on another street in Frankfurt. We have many places. For example, in the street where our office is located, it's Kaiserstraße, close to the main station. We have this farmers market 2 times a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And if you want to meet me there and some of my colleagues, then come on a Thursday evening for the after work drink. We always go to the market and have a glass of wine. Of course, you can also buy there vegetables, meat, fish, cheese, flowers, whatever you like. A special thing, absolutely new, just opened in September 2018 is the New Old Town. New Old Town means in the past time, before the Second World War, Frankfurt had one of the biggest timber-framed house areas of Germany. But during the Second World War, it was totally destroyed. They started after the World War to build very fast and quick and some ugly buildings. And in the heart of Frankfurt, between the town hall and the cathedral, there was a really huge and ugly building. In there was the technical town hall. And about 12 years ago, they decided to reconstruct it, to rebuild it, and to do something new, to bring back the heart of Frankfurt. And they did it. In 10 years, they built 35 new houses, 15 of them like a detailed reconstruction. The most beautiful house you see on this picture here, it's called Goldene Waage. And in there is now a cafe in the ground floor, and in the upper floor is a museum. And this is what we have in all the houses in the New Old Town. Ground floors are for butcher, pharmacy, restaurants, cafes, and from the first floor on, there are private apartments. So we didn't build a thing like a Disneyland. We gave back the heart of Frankfurt to the Frankfurt inhabitants, and we are very happy about it. So don't miss to visit the New Old Town. And in this video, you will see a typical summer day in Frankfurt, a stroll through the city. You will see different parts of the city, what I was talking about, like parts of the New Old Town, the Römer, the town hall, and here in the background you see the old opera house. So we can start the video now.
Anchor, sorry, you are on mute. Yeah, no problem.
Now you can hear me? Okay, thank you. For the accommodation in Frankfurt, it's quite easy to find the fitting room because we have, beginning with hostels, every room up to a 5-star superior hotel. This is a room in the Jumeirah Hotel with the view to the skyline. If you need any help in finding the right accommodation, please feel free to contact me. I would like to help you. For the sightseeing, I would definitely recommend you to do a boat tour because this is one of the best views to the skyline and to the city itself. We have different offers. We have two boat companies. One is the KD German Rhine Line. The KD operates not only in Frankfurt, also in other cities of Germany and in the upper Middle Rhine Valley. And we also have Primus Line. This is our local boat tour company. And both offer one tour panoramic tours or 2-hour tours. Or what I like is the evening tour, including dinner, because then you have the view to the sunset and later to the skyline with all the lights. This is something special. This is an original old tram, and it's now our apple wine express. Apple wine in Hesse, we say Appelwein. This is a kind of dialect. And in this special tram, this operates like an hop-on, hop-off touristic bus. They serve apple wine and they play funny music. So it's really funny to do a tour with them. You can just access, like in a tourist bus, go on and off like you want to. And the Frankfurt Main Tower. This is the only skyscraper in Frankfurt where you can go in and go up to the rooftop. At this time, it's still closed because of the pandemic situation. But if it's open, a lift brings you up in 200-meter altitude, and you have an incredible view all over. So you can go around and have the view all around. If it's clear weather, you can have a look to the Taunus Mountains and also here to the city center. You see here the River Main. This is where the boat tour is starting. Here is the, on the right-hand side, you see the River Main, and a little bit to the left, you see the town hall. And on the left-hand side with the lights, you see the big street. That's the pedestrian zone, the Seil I was talking about. New in Frankfurt is, for example, Time Ride. You see it here on the picture. Time Ride exists also in other cities of Germany and now also in Frankfurt. And what you explore there is you go in like into a museum, and the last room is where you go into, now I forgot the word for Kutsche. What is the name for this vehicle where you sit in? Horse riding car, something like that. You sit inside and you get virtual reality classes, and then you see Frankfurt during the time of the 19th century. It's it's about 17 minutes, this show, and you will love it because you will see all the places you're strolling around in the city in the past time. Also, some museums are reopened or new, like the Dialogue Museum. This is a museum in the dark. That means blind people will guide you through different rooms with different experiences, and it's absolutely dark inside, and it's a special experience. Just be curious and try it out. To explore Frankfurt, I would recommend you to use the Frankfurt Card. It's a typical city card that offers you free access to the public transportation, and also you get discounts in different venues, for example, in museums, in shops, or in some restaurants. If you want to sell it, you can do this, and you get the commission for travel industry. Just get in touch with me and we can do a contract. We also offer the Rhine-Main card. This is in the basic the same. It's a discount card, but it's valid for the Rhine-Main area. And this offers you the public transportation for free and also some discounts in more than 40 different cities and museums, restaurants, and so on. If you want to do a day tour to visit some UNESCO World Heritage, I can tell you we have some around Frankfurt, not more than 1 hour from Frankfurt located, like Gruppe Messel or the Saalburg you see here on the picture. It's a beautiful castle to visit. On this map, you see Frankfurt in the heart of Germany. And if you want to do a day tour to Cologne, it's possible. There's a fast connection train bringing you in 40 minutes to Cologne. Also, if you want to go to Würzburg, Heidelberg, Stuttgart, it's not that far. You can decide if you take the train or if you do it by self-driving. And also to the western side of Frankfurt, you see Rüdesheim, Mainz, Wiesbaden, and this is the area I want to talk about now. This is the area of the romantic Rhine, and this is where I live. That means Rüdesheim am Rhein is the door to the UNESCO World Heritage Upper Middle Rhine Valley. On the part between Rüdesheim and Koblenz, you will find around 40 castles. The best way to explore, to see them, is to do a boat tour. And after every curve, believe me, you will find another castle. We also have a hiking trail, a very long one. It's called Rheinsteig, brings you through the vineyards, always with the view to the river along a part between Rüdesheim and Bonn. More than 300 kilometers to hike, and you can do different day tours and start, and the train or the boat will bring you back to the starting point. In this video, what you will see now, you can see me in March at the beginning of the pandemic time. And my colleagues and me, we started to produce little videos just to show you dream now, travel later. And you will see Rüdesheim am Rhein, the vineyards in March, still without any leaves at the moment. We have a lot of leaves there and already the grapes. And we are short time before the harvest in end of this month, beginning of next month. But just have a look and enjoy. You can start the video now.
Da ich momentan im Homeoffice bin, kann ich euch nicht meinen Frankfurter Lieblingsplatz zeigen. Stattdessen nehme ich euch mit in meine Heimat, den Rheingau. Ich liebe es, durch die Weinberge zu spazieren mit Blick auf das Niederwalddenkmal und den Rhein. Bis wir alle wieder reisen dürfen, trinkt auch ein Glas Riesling. Bis bald und zum Wohl!
So you see, I'm there with a glass of white wine. White wine is the grape that's growing here. It's called Riesling. Our white wine, it's more than 80% and very popular all over the world. In the background on this picture, you see Niederwald Monument. It's really worth going over there. You can go up there by a cable car, for example, and then you have a beautiful view all around. So this was my presentation. I hope I could make you a little curious to explore Frankfurt as a leisure tourist and not only for business. I know many people know Frankfurt for business and as a business hub, but there's so much to offer. And I just want to say one last sentence. Frankfurt is more than a city. Frankfurt is a feeling. You have to come to find it out. It's a very relaxed city. So we don't know any over tourism. We have normally the business during the week, but they're working all day and you don't see them in the city. At the weekends, there are not so many visitors in the city. We have growing figures, but you still feel like together with the locals. And just come and find it out to be together with the locals, to have a glass of apple wine or tasting the green sauce or do some relaxed shopping. And I'm sure you will love it. And if you need any help, assistance to organize your tour, please feel free to contact me. Thank you for your interest.
Thank you so much, Anka and Anika, for that wonderful presentation I'm quite sure that today's session was insightful and a lot of audience have already shown interest. So also I would like to mention that we had a lot of queries regarding the presentation. Audience, for the benefit, you can all feel free to download today's presentation from the handout widget, which is available to you. I would first like to thank all the audience for the overwhelming response and on posting the questions throughout the course of this webinar. You all can still keep posting the questions, and we shall now take it up in the Q&A session. So yes, so Ms. Anka, first we have a question for you, that what is the ideal, how many nights should a traveler come to Frankfurt as a standalone city or a destination?
I think 2 nights would be perfect. If you arrive in the morning or in the soon morning, so it's perfect to go, because many flights from India come in the morning. You arrive at 7:30 in Frankfurt and you go to the hotel. It's a very quick way to go to the hotel. As I told you, 12 minutes from the airport to the city center by public train. And if you explore the city on the first day, second day, and the third day, you have 2 nights. That's enough time to explore the city. If you need any suggestions for an itinerary, I can send it to you. We prepared it for 1, 2, 3 days, also for a week, including the area around.
Okay, and during the presentation, you mentioned about the Christmas markets, which is one of the most popular, and travelers from India also look forward to it. So this year, is it a good idea for travelers to book during the Christmas season? And also, will the Christmas vibes be the same as the previous years, and the celebrations will be similar?
Oh my God, what a question. So at the moment, we don't know if we can celebrate Christmas markets this year. So as I said during my presentation, we have to wait for the next official statement of the government, if it will be allowed or not. So to give you an idea, the Oktoberfest in Munich was cancelled 2 months ago. And with the Christmas markets, they are waiting. We all hope that we can celebrate the Christmas market. And I think if the Christmas market will happen, it will be the same feeling like every year. Yes, you have perhaps to wear a mask somewhere, or you have to keep the social distancing from 1.5 meter, but you will have the music, you will have the smell, you will have the decoration, you will have the light, and you will have, of course, the malt wine. That's a special beverage for the Christmas markets. It will be a little bit another way like the years before, but all the people love to celebrate Christmas markets, and I think, But coming back to your question, I would wait with the booking. Still wait a little bit longer until this decision is done, if we can do the Christmas markets or not. If you just want to come and see the Christmas decoration and do some relaxed shopping, then you can come in the wintertime, of course, because this will happen definitely.
And also, Ms. Anka, speaking about the wines, which you just mentioned, a lot of Indian travelers are now interested in the culinary and wine tours specifically. So, is culinary tours still happening, and how would you like to promote those?
Yeah, we have wine tours. Perhaps you don't expect it, but Frankfurt also produces every year 10,000 bottles of Riesling wine. We have our little vineyard on a little mountain in the northern part of Frankfurt. And because of that, we are allowed to crown our own wine queen. We have since 3 years our own wine queen, a lovely young lady doing this, studying international wine. I don't know, wine management. This was the word. Sorry for that. And the close by Reingard region, this is where I live, only 1 hour from Frankfurt, And they offer a lot of guided wine tours in the vineyards. So you can go to a winemaker to make a wine tasting, or you do a little hiking tour about 5 kilometers walking and do the tasting of the wines where the wines are growing. They have different bottles with wine with them. And when you reach the vineyard where they had the harvest for special wine, for this special wine in the bottle, you have to taste over there. This is possible during the summertime, mostly between Eastern time. That's most of all in April, end of March, mid of April, to the end of October. That's the main season in the Rheingau.
Perfect. And we have one question for the India team. So, as we know, GNTO has always promoted Germany as a destination for every kind of traveler, and also as an affordable destination, as a luxury destination, everything. So, what will be the segment you would be promoting once the international travel restarts?
You mean especially for Frankfurt?
For Frankfurt as well as Germany as a destination.
Okay, so I'm sorry, Anchor. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. No, it's yours.
Okay, so I believe that, since our focus is about we want maximum participation of people coming to Germany. So our main focus is to have more international, more Indian travelers coming to Germany and focus more on leisure and FIT as well. Of course, we do have MICE movement coming in, but yes, we want more people coming to Germany and seeing the destination or destination has to offer.
Yes, Anka, you can add on to that, specific to Frankfurt.
Yeah, so Frankfurt offers a lot. I think you saw it in the presentation. So Frankfurt is good for culinary, for cultural events, for the business, like the trade fairs and the congresses. We have all kind of hotels. We have also spa hotels and wellness hotels. Frankfurt is good for families and also good for health. So we also offer a lot of hospitals around Frankfurt and in Frankfurt. So if families want to come for a health tour, they can also do it in Frankfurt. And my special other project is Barrier-Free Frankfurt. So if there's any kind of special needs, just contact me. We have really good offers, and we have a lot of hotels offering barrier-free and wheelchair accessible rooms. And we also have one hotel that has 20 wheelchair accessible rooms in one house. So I think that's quite unique in Germany.
Okay, and
also, I would, Akshay, I would also like to add that, next year, our actual main focus is to promote the local culture of Germany. So we'll be doing a lot of promotions, and we'll be engaging a lot of promotions on our social media pages as well. And we'll have maybe trips around Germany to focus more on the local culture. Which includes, as Anchor rightly said, maybe the traditions and customs, the Christmas markets, the wine festivals. So that will be like an amalgamation of all local trends, what Germans go through. So that will be a touch where we will be giving it out to Indians as well.
Perfect. And also speaking about the nightlife, currently, what is the status of nightlife in Frankfurt, and going forward, will nightlife reinstate and get back to normal? And what is the situation there?
At the moment, there is no nightlife because clubs and discotheques and all the bars are closed. So the restaurants are reopened, but all the nightlife clubs are still closed. So during the summertime now we have it's nice weather and high temperature evenings. So people are going to meet on any squares to pick up some to-go food or beverages and meet there to have some nightlife. We have to wait for the next statement of the government if the clubs and bars can open again. At the moment, clubs are still closed, so where you can dance, for example.
Okay, and one question for the India team, Ms. Anika. Yeah, so can Germany as a destination, along with Frankfurt, be combined together for, say, 6 to 7 days itinerary, and is that advisable for a week?
Oh, yes, definitely. Even in the start of my presentation, I actually highlighted that as a first-time traveler, as Anchor said, yeah, it can be about 4-nighter or 5-nighter. But yes, you can easily club, maybe start your journey from Munich and you come to Southwest Germany and then go all the way to Frankfurt and do excursions from Frankfurt as well to Rheingau. So yes, maybe a 2-nighter in Frankfurt, then come all the way to Stuttgart or maybe the Southwest Germany region. You can spend at least 1 or 2 nights there and then move on to Bavaria. So this is how you can combine your itinerary. So yes, 7 day can be easily possible. I guess maximum number of nights, because Germany has lot much to offer, is just not just one particular city, because every region or every city is very dynamic itself.
Okay, and we have one question particularly to the green sauce which you mentioned. See, a lot of Indian travelers these days, apart from the Indian food, they want to try out various cuisines. So the German cuisine and stuff. So, is a vegetarian or a vegan option available in German cuisine?
Yeah. So normally in every restaurant you have any vegetarian option. Vegan is more and more to come, but it's not that often. So as I told you, I'm vegetarian, almost vegan. When we cook at home, we cook only vegan. But if you go out for a dinner, sometimes it's difficult to find vegan food on a menu card. But you can always ask the chef if he prepares you anything. If you are in a city like Frankfurt, there it's easy. There you have a lot of restaurants offering vegan menus. That's no problem. And that's the same in every city of Germany. But if you go more to the countryside, then it's perhaps a little more difficult. It depends on the area you are, because sometimes it's very normal there to eat a lot of meat. Yeah, like in the eastern part of Europe, yeah, it's really difficult to find vegetarian food and they don't know what's vegan. You have to explain them. But in Germany, it's coming more and more. So it's getting much more easier.
Perfect. And Ms. Anika, we have one question. So, is English widely spoken in Germany, and do the people in the public transports and all the local places speak English?
Thank you so much for this question, because I guess I likely missed this point. Okay, first I'll like to talk about that, Germany is one of the countries which is very friendly. So even, me as a traveler, a person who can actually, especially for girls around, it's very safe. People can speak English. They are very friendly, even if you're lost with the directions, especially with the elder culture or the older culture, they would possibly not know English, but then they're so friendly that, they'll definitely make you help and guide you through the ways. So definitely English. And talking about friendliness, people are very friendly. You're not just lost in Germany. I would just like to give you an example also that, me as a traveler, when I was in Germany, I actually stayed in one of the train stations because I just didn't book my accommodation. So, talking about safety, friendliness, everything is like, I guess, 100% no doubt about that. Germany is not friendly destination or a English speaking destination. And it's also one of the languages, it's widely spoken among young travelers and young people as well.
And thank you so much. And speaking about self-driving segment, so Germany is probably one of the best destinations with the scenic beauty for the self-drive. And also during the presentation, you mentioned that Indian license is valid.
Yes.
So yeah, can you share more details? As in, does normal Indian license is valid, or do you need a German translation? Or
The English, the driving license, what we have, the one which has the chip on it, is allowed, and you don't need no international permit. So with your Indian driving license, which is already in English, which has a chip on it, you're allowed to travel and you're allowed to drive on the road. But just make sure that you're driving on the other side so that you just don't bump into the car. So that's something which people need to be sure about. Rest, with your Indian driving license, you can easily travel and drive your cars.
And make sure if you have 3 lines on the road, you don't drive on the 4th line. There are only 3 and you're allowed only on 3 lines to drive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, perfect. Yes, Anika.
No, and it's also valid for 6 months. So, you can easily drive there. So that's something which I wanted to share with you.
Okay, and also one question. Most of the major cities across the globe, with all the social distancing in place, they are now getting into something called as night tours or the evening tours or early morning, wherein you can explore the city without the crowd being in. So is Frankfurt as a destination looking at some model like this, wherein travelers can go out at night and explore the city?
You can go out at night and explore the city, but you don't have to. As I told you, Frankfurt is not that crowded than some other cities in Germany, or in Europe, compared to Berlin, Amsterdam, Paris. It's, you feel like home, together with the locals. So at the moment, especially because there are less travelers in the city, but also on a normal weekend with lots of travelers, it's quite, empty. It's perhaps too much, but it's not the same like other cities. So you can go out at every time of the day or night to explore the city. And as Annika told, it's no problem for ladies going by their own. So I work since 4 years in Frankfurt, and I have a lot of evening events and going back by train in the evening to the Reingard region. And there was at no time any situation that I thought, oh my God, I survived. No, it was okay. So we have so many different nations living in Frankfurt, so they won't recognize that you're just a traveler. They will think you live in Frankfurt. So this is the advantage in our city. Frankfurt is very open.
Okay, so thank you so much. So you both have managed to answer most of the questions. Any final words, Ms. Anka and Ms. Tanika, for our audience?
Yeah, before you close, Annika, just again, a warm welcome to Frankfurt. If you want to visit us, I will be there waiting for you with arms wide open. And if you need any help to organize your tour before, please let me know. Write me an email, and I'm happy to help you and to assist you.
And we can't wait to see you in Germany. So, any queries, any help, any assistance required, we are here. We are based out of Delhi, and you can reach out to us anytime. Of course, we will be sharing all the details and our email IDs with you guys, and then you can reach out to us anytime. And for more information, do visit our website, www.germany.travel. Thank you from us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good day.
I would like to thank each one of you for being a part of this informative webinar on Destination Germany and the beautiful city of Frankfurt, and hope each one of you enjoyed viewing the same. This is Akshay, along with Destination Germany and the city of Frankfurt, signing off for now. See you at our next webinar. Stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.